Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 10 Science NCERT book. The name of the chapter is Magnetic Effect of Electric Current. So before going on to today's topic, I just wanted to tell you that what all things we have discussed in this chapter so far. So student, we have discussed about the chapter, it says that it is the magnetic effect of electric current. As the effects, if we talk about the effects of the electric current, it means that there are different results which is being produced by the current which is flowing in the wire. So there are mainly three types of effects which is produced by the current which is flowing in the conductor or an electric wire. What are these effects? The first effect is the heating effect, which we have already discussed in the last chapter, and then there is a chemical effect of electric current which will be discussed later on in the chemistry part, and then lastly it is the magnetic effect of electric current which is to be discussed in this chapter. Okay, so we have studied about the magnet, which means that it is a substance which is able to attract the different objects, which is made up of steel, which is made up of iron, which is made up of cobalt, which is made up of zinc. Okay, then after that we saw about the features of magnetic field. Now what is that magnetic field? Magnetic field means it is the area which is being covered by the magnet. I mean, the force of attraction of that magnet is being experienced in the particular field, in the particular area, and that area is said to be as the magnetic that is said to be as a magnetic field. Okay, now for magnetic field, how we can depict the magnetic field? It is being shown with the help of the magnetic field lines. And now what are these magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines have certain features, they have certain properties. Like the first property which we discussed was about that magnets produces magnetic field or magnetic field lines which originates from north direction and it moves into the south direction. And the second property which was about the magnet is producing the magnetic field, which is magnetic field lines are originating from north and it forms a closed curve. As the direction is from north towards south and inside the bar magnet it is from south towards north. Okay, and secondly we discussed that the magnetic field lines of force which they are very close to each other at the poles, near the poles, and away. When we move away from the poles of the magnet, it is not very much stronger. Why it is not very much stronger? Because we can prove that the poles of the bar magnet, it is having a very strong magnetic field, whereas if we move away from the poles of the bar magnet, it is going to be a less force of attraction of that because of that magnet. Okay. Next, third property which we discussed was about that the two magnetic field lines, they never intersect with each other. Why they are not intersecting with each other? Because force can never be in two directions at a single point. We cannot get both the direction in one single point. I mean, two tangents could not be drawn. The last property which we discussed was about if we plot the magnetic field lines with the help of the magnetic compass, then those magnetic field lines, this is going to align with each other. That line which is being drawn with the help of the magnetic compass will be aligned with the magnetic field as per the tangent which is being drawn at that particular point. Okay. Then lastly we discussed about one more fact, that magnetic field lines, they always form closed curves. So whenever the pieces of magnets are broken, then they again come back, they always gain the poles. I mean, each and every particle of the magnet is developing the two poles, that is north and the south pole. Okay, so each and every individual piece of magnet develops the charges, develops the different poles, and now north and the south pole will be seen in each of the pieces. Then lastly we discussed about the magnetic field of the earth, where we talked about the geographical north and the magnetic north, geographical south and the magnetic south. That was very much different, and this magnetism in the earth is because of the current which is flowing continuously inside the core of the earth. And from where is this current coming? Current is coming in the core just because of the different types of the minerals which are present at the core of the inside the earth, and this is developing the charges, and the flow of continuous charges are going to develop the electricity, and it behaves like an electromagnet. It develops like an electromagnet. As the name suggests that whenever a magnet is being made with the help of electricity, till the time the electric current is flowing in that magnet, it is going to behave, that particular object is going to behave like a magnet. Now what is that particular object? The object is the iron object. If we take an iron nail and we have to convert it in the form of the electromagnet, how it can be done? It is done with the help of a simple experiment which I'll discuss today, which is also given in the form of the activity in your NCERT book, that shows magnetic effect of electric current or electromagnetism. What is electromagnetism? Electromagnetism is a property, or it is a magnetism which is being generated inside a particular iron object or any object which is a magnetic material. Okay. Now here only I just wanted to say that there are two types of material. One is said to be as magnetic material and another one is non-magnetic. So magnetic material and non-magnetic material. Non-magnetic material. Okay. So magnetic material means all those materials which are being attracted by the magnet, they are known as magnetic materials, such as the iron, zinc, cobalt. Okay, yes, sare. The next is the non-magnetic material, which are those materials which is not attracted by the magnets. Okay, such as the plastic. It could be different metals also, which are not being attracted by any magnet. Okay. So here I just wanted to say, I will come back to this topic, that electromagnetism, how it is being generated. So electromagnetism means it is a magnetism which is being generated inside a magnetic material. That could be iron, that could be cobalt, that could be zinc. But we take soft iron core, we take an iron nail where that electromagnetism would be generated. Now how is that electromagnetism is going to be generated? Inside the current carrying conductor, or it could be iron nail. So that would be discussed in this topic of electromagnetism. So a current flowing in a wire always gives rise to a magnetic field, and that is said to be as magnetic effect of electric current. So I'll come back to this topic, that is magnetic effect of electric current, as it is being written over here as the heading of the chapter. This says there is a magnetic effect which is being generated by the electric current. Okay. Now how is that being generated? Let's see. We have to take one insulated copper wire. Then we have to connect both the ends. We will take one insulated copper wire. Okay, we'll connect its end with the battery and a switch. Okay, you can attach it with the help of cell also. And if this is being switched on, we can attach it with the switch also. As the switch is turned on, what would you see? You will see that electric current starts flowing inside the circuit. Okay. Once the electric current is being flown inside the circuit, we have to test whether it is going to give rise to electromagnetism or not. So how can we test it? We can test this with the help of magnetic compass. We'll bring one magnetic compass which has a magnetic needle inside it near to this insulated copper wire end where the current is flowing, and you can easily detect the electromagnetism over here. You can detect the magnetic effect. How can you detect it? You will just bring this magnetic compass near to this insulated copper wire. This needle starts deflecting. Okay, the needle inside this magnetic compass, it starts deflecting. Okay, and it starts deflecting. It is going to rest at north and south direction. It starts deflecting from that north and south direction. This shows that there is a presence of magnetism inside this conductor. Okay, so this proves that because of the movement of the needle of this magnetic compass, we can easily prove that the insulated copper wire is also showing the magnetic effect, and it is just because of the electric current. How can we prove that? We'll switch it off again. As we are breaking the circuit, because we are switching it off, what happens? This needle starts, it comes at rest. The needle of the magnetic compass comes at rest. So this again will turn this on, the key will be turned on, the switch will be turned on, and the current starts flowing. And then what happens? The needle starts deflecting. So we are making two situations over here. When switch is in on condition, means that the current is flowing. And a condition where the current is not flowing. So what we can conclude in these two situations? In the first situation, where the current is flowing, till the time the current is flowing in this circuit, the magnetic needle shows the deflection. Okay, and as soon as we stop the current flowing in this circuit, as soon as we switch off this circuit, then what happens? The needle of the compass is going to come at rest. Okay, it comes at rest. So this shows that till the time the current is flowing, this needle is deflecting, means till the time the current is flowing, electromagnetism is being generated. Magnetism is being generated, and the root of this generation of the magnetism is the electricity or the electric current. So whenever the electric current is flowing, it develops a charge, it develops a magnetism, and when we turn it off, the magnetism goes off. So this is the concept of electromagnetism. This is how we make electromagnets. Now how do we make electromagnets? Okay, so there is how can we make electromagnet? We can make electromagnet with the help of the structure called solenoid. So here this ring part, this the insulated copper wire, which is being having different number of coils, different number of turns, this complete setup is said to be as solenoid. Okay, this is known as solenoid, and this solenoid also helps in generating the electromagnet. And inside this solenoid we'll be placing a soft iron core, or the iron, only the iron part. Iron nail could be there, or a piece of iron, or iron small piece of the iron rod could also be placed. So if we are placing it inside this solenoid, and the same situation, we'll wrap around the insulated copper wire, then after some time that particular iron object would be turned in the form of the magnet that behaves as a magnet. And again, when the switch is turned off, then what happens? As soon as the switch is turned off, it is going to be a normal piece of iron and the solenoid. Okay, so this was about the electromagnet and how this is being generated. I'll talk more about the electromagnetism and solenoid in the later half of the chapter. The next topic which we are going to discuss is that magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor or a straight current carrying conductor. What is it? So that magnetism is being generated from the straight current carrying conductor or not? So the next topic is the magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. Okay, you will take one straight current carrying conductor, you will put it inside a cardboard, and you will sprinkle some iron fillings over here. Okay, you will sprinkle some iron fillings over here. What are iron fillings? Iron fillings are the powder of the iron object. Okay, these are the scrapings of iron object. Okay, so the powder of iron fillings, or simply we say it as iron fillings. Okay, we'll sprinkle some iron fillings on this cardboard, we'll connect it with a battery and a switch, and then what happens, we are going to see the magnetic effect through a straight current carrying conductor. So this is a wire, straight current carrying wire. क्यों है straight current carrying wire? Because we have made such a setup that both these free ends are being joined with the battery and with the cell and a switch. So for that, it becomes a current carrying conductor. Now we have to prove that whether the magnetism is being generated in this current, around this current carrying conductor or not. So how can we prove that? We simply sprinkle some iron fillings near to this object, near to the straight current carrying conductor, and then we will be waiting till the time the current is flowing inside this straight current carrying conductor. That could be a piece of wire, that could be a piece of copper wire. Okay, now as soon as we are switching it on, the current starts flowing in the circuit, and when the current starts flowing in the circuit, we will see that these iron fillings arrange themselves in the form of the concentric rings, okay, around that current carrying conductor. So this is going to arrange themselves, means these iron fillings are going to arrange itself around the current carrying conductor in a circular manner. Concentric rings के फॉर्म में ये एक के बाद एक बहुत सारे iron fillings होंगे जो arrange हो जाएंगी. Okay, now this, and again when we turn it off, then what happens? All these lines could be distracted. ठीक है, ये distribute हो जाएंगे, फिर से थोड़ा सा अपने circular path को छोड़ देंगे. Okay, and again when we switch it on, again they will come back to their own position of the concentric ring. So this again shows whenever the current is flowing in the straight current carrying conductor, then also electromagnetism is being generated. Magnetism is being generated especially, okay? And that magnetism is due to the flow of the electric current. That is why a new name has been given, that is known as electromagnetism. That property is said to be as electromagnetism. And whatever is the result of this electromagnetism is the electromagnet. Electromagnets are always prepared, they are always being made with the help of the flowing current inside, around which the insulated copper wire is being generated. बहुत सारे uses electromagnets के, जितने भी हमारे objects हैं, electrical objects हैं, movement वाले objects हैं, जैसे कि it could be electric bell is there, fan is there, speakers are there, so many objects are there which contains the electromagnets. सिंपल एक सॉफ्ट आयरन कोर है जिसके अराउंड एक कॉपर वायर, इंसुलेटेड कॉपर वायर रैप्ड है, जिसमें करंट फ्लो करते ही वो मैग्नेट की तरह बिहेव करता है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सेड टू बी एज इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स. ओके, सो this proves that magnetic field is being generated when the current is flowing inside this current carrying conductor. Now for this we have to tell the direction of the magnetic field which is being produced by the straight current carrying conductor. So there could be some direction also. क्यों डायरेक्शन होगा? क्योंकि हमने देखा था कि बार मैग्नेट में दो पोल्स थे, नॉर्थ एंड साउथ. तो जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस थी दैट वाज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ एंड दे वर एंडिंग इन द साउथ. सिमिलरली दे वर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ एंड एंडिंग इन द साउथ इन बोथ द डायरेक्शंस. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, एक स्ट्रेट करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर, हाउ कैन यू से दैट दे आर हैविंग अ पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन? हाउ कैन यू फाइंड आउट द direction of the magnetic field which is being produced by the current carrying conductor? So for that we have to study one rule, that is Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. Okay, we will study about the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. क्या कहता है Maxwell's का right hand thumb rule? So we'll study about the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. Okay, we'll be studying about the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. What does this rule says? You have to imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor or a current carrying wire in your right hand. ठीक है, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता क्योंकि आप अगर कोई करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर को अपने हाथ में लेंगे, you will get an electric shock. So this is not possible. So we have to imagine this, okay? We have to imagine this, that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand, okay? You are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand, and so that the thumb joins the direction of, or it is going to point the direction of the current. So आपको ऐसे उस current carrying conductor को you have to hold this in your right hand. That thumb always point the direction of the electric current. And what else is left? Your fingers, which is wrapping around the current carrying conductor, will always tell you the magnetic field, whether it is clockwise or it is anti-clockwise, okay? So if I say that this is a current carrying conductor and the current is flowing in this direction, okay, in this direction. So this is flowing downwards. If I say this, so this is flowing downward, in the downward direction, then what happens? The current carrying conductor is means this is being generated, the current is in the downward direction. It means that the magnetic field is in the clockwise direction. It is in the anti-clockwise direction, okay? These fingers are going to tell you about the direction of the magnetic field, okay? Then this is from this side, and if we turn the battery here, positive terminal becomes this is the negative terminal, okay? Now what happens? The current starts flowing in this direction. This is positive, no, this is negative, and this is positive. This is negative, this is positive. So current starts flowing in this direction, okay? It starts flowing in this direction, fine. इधर से इधर ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है करंट, इसमें से करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर में से ऊपर की तरफ करंट आ रहा है. So you have to hold this current carrying conductor in such a way that the thumb is moving in the same direction as the current is flowing. So the fingers are going to tell you the direction of the magnetic field. This is in this manner. It is in anti-clockwise direction, okay? It is in anti-clockwise direction, or we can say from left towards right, okay? So this is how we can tell that what does this Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, it says, Maxwell's right hand thumb rule says that whenever you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand, the thumb always points the direction of the current, then the direction of the magnetic field is always given by the direction of the fingers encircling the wire. Okay, so we can write this. This is what is Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. It says that when we hold a current carrying conductor in right hand, such that the thumb points the direction of current and fingers will point the direction of magnetic field. Okay, it points the direction of magnetic field. So this is what is about the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, which says that whenever you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand and this thumb in such a way that the thumb points the direction of the electric current, then the fingers which are encircling the current carrying conductor will always give you the direction of the magnetic field. ठीक है, आप ऐसे अगर होल्ड करेंगे तो direction will be in this manner, and if you are holding the current carrying conductor in this manner and the current is moving downwards direction, then the fingers are going to tell you about the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, and you can decide whether it is in right hand, whether it is in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, it is also given by an expression which is B is equal to MO, that is magnetic field. Okay, I'll just write it down. As this is not much given in your NCERT book, but still you should know it. If the numerical comes, you have to solve this. So magnetic field produced by straight current carrying conductor is given by, magnetic field is being denoted with the letter B, which is equal to mu naught I upon mu naught I upon 2 pi r. ठीक है, mu naught I upon 2 pi r, where B is magnetic field, which is magnetic field. Mu naught is it is a constant. It is a constant. Its name is permeability of vacuum. Okay, I is current. Okay, and r is the distance. 2 pi, again it is a constant, and r is a distance from the conductor. It is the distance of conductor. It is a diameter, you can say that it is the diameter of the conductor. Okay, not the distance, it could be the diameter of the conductor. Okay, it could be the diameter or the distance of conductor. Fine. The unit of magnetic field. The unit of magnetic field is Tesla. As this was being discovered by Nikola Tesla, so it is known as, its unit is Tesla. It is denoted by capital T. This is denoted by capital T. Okay, this is 1 Newton. This is equal to 1 Newton. 1 Newton per ampere per meter. 1 Newton per ampere per meter. Okay, mu naught की वैल्यू भी अगर आप देखना चाहते हैं, because it is a constant, so it is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla. Okay, so that is the permeability of air. That is the permeability of vacuum is equal to the permeability of air. Okay, children, so this was about the magnetic field which is being produced by the current carrying conductor. Now, if I solve one numerical related to this, I think that would be much more clear for you all. So I'll just write down a numerical in a short manner, because there will be okay, so the question is, a wire carries an electric current of 100 ampere. Okay, there is a wire which is carrying a current of 100 ampere. So I is equal to 100 ampere. Okay, or we can simply, I'll write it down for you all. Question says, a wire carries an electric current of 100 ampere. What would be the magnetic field? What would be the magnetic field due to this current? at a point at a point 1 meter below wire. ओके, एक करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर है जिसमें 100 एम्पियर का करंट फ्लो कर रहा है, जिसका मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आपको फाइंड आउट करना है कहाँ से, 1 मीटर बिलो द वायर. ओके, and the question this question is going to give you can find out that m naught is equal to 4 pi, this is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power 7 Tesla minus 7 Tesla. Okay, meter per ampere, Tesla meter per ampere. Okay, similarly you have the value of I, that is equal to 100 ampere, and also we have the distance, that is R, is equal to 1 meter, and you can simply put all these values in the formula of B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi R. You have to substitute the value of all these in this formula and you will get the answer. Okay, I think you can solve this now as you all have the values, and after solving we'll be discussing this answer in the next class. Okay, so that's all for today's video. I have taught you about the magnetic field lines, its effect, and also about the magnetic field in a straight current carrying conductor. So that was all about today's video. I will be meeting you all in the next class with the next topic to be discussed.